Alright. We should be live. We should be live. Hello, everyone. Wow, that's an ad. Hello. Yeah, we're here. Hi, Starwalker. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Marco Master. Hi, Literally Real. Hi, Norzies. We're just gonna be hunting a little bit. This might be the last time I'll be able to stream before the event ends, because I have a busy weekend starting today, so... Yeah, I wanted to stream early today, because I think it's the only time I'll have a chance to. Because I'm going to be building a shed this weekend, and I'm also going to be going to a party tomorrow, so... These next 2 days are going to be pretty busy. Also, Celesting on the second encounter. That is pretty crazy. Hi, Shirokazu. Hey, Josh. Hello, Josh. Whoa, cool. Yeah. So I have a pretty busy weekend, so this might be the last time I stream this event. I'm not 100% sure. It's ultimately really going to depend on the schedule goes. So that's why I'm streaming early. My weekend is laying at home. Yeah, I'm gonna be building a shed and probably working on a car too. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of manual work this weekend. So it's gonna be so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to do another stream. I'm gonna have my dad help, of course. It isn't just gonna be me. But yeah, it's gonna be us building a shed and doing a car. So yeah. Whatever you do, don't overwork yourself. Yep, that's the plan. Yes, and stay hydrated. Oh yeah, I got that water filled up. Do you think Route 9 is getting delayed? Personally, I think it is. I've said it from the beginning, but I feel like they always delay the big routes because there always seems to have something happen late in the development cycle that delays the route for a week or two. So what I feel like is they're trying to release Route 9 at around Thanksgiving. Probably on Black Friday, honestly. I feel like Black Friday is what their target is. But I feel like something is going to happen, and I feel like it's going to get delayed to early December. That's what my prediction is. I feel like they're still on schedule, because I feel like they're going to release a Route 9 leak either once the event ends, or next Friday's leak. Which next Friday will be November 14th. So I want to see what their next leak is before I jump to any conclusions, but I am predicting that there will be another delay. As long as it comes out, yeah, I think it will come out early December. That's my prediction. It'll be like the first or second week of December is when Route 9 comes out. Probably the first week of December. And then if there's any bugs, they'll release another update shortly afterwards to fix the bugs. And then right around Christmas time, they'll have a Christmas update. Yeah, they can do it with Christmas event, but I feel like I don't think they want to pack them together. They want to have Route 9 as its own update and then have Christmas. So I don't think they're going to do it at the same time. If next week they don't announce a release date about Route 9, it's probably delayed. Yeah, I feel like they'll make a post about it next week. Either after the event ends on the Monday when it ends, or when they post that Friday. That's what I think. I heard Jamie said that Route 9 is ready with the Lumians and map development, but for scripting though, yeah, the scripting is the hardest part. And that's honestly what makes all these updates take so long, is the fact that T. Bradham is the only scripter. And T. Bradham often does all the work when it comes to that kind of stuff. And that doesn't even mention the fact that T. Bradham has a lot of the problems we have. And what I mean by that is ADHD! So yeah. So he's probably not always, he probably does stuff last minute, he probably He probably does stuff last minute. He probably pushes stuff later than usual. You know, pretty much what I do all the time. So, yeah. So, that's another reason why I think updates take too long, because T. Bradham is the only scripter. And while Llama Train Studios has other people on their team, only T. Bradham does the majority of the scripting. I think Lando does a couple of it, but it's mainly just T. Bradham. I did hear that they will hire more scripters soon, but I'm not sure if that's confirmed. It's the scripting that I think takes forever for LL. Yeah, he's worried that if he hires another developer or scripter, they'll leak the script like they did for the Brick Bronze days. And that's why there's a lot of those Brick Bronze ripoffs on Roblox. It's because the script of the game code was leaked. Like, there's a lot of reasons why Llama Train Studios does not do a lot of things is because they were betrayed several times by both the community and their own dev teams, so there's a reason why they don't do certain things. And with the LL community, especially a lot of the competitive players, there really isn't much trust around. Or there ain't many reasons to trust the community, so they're kind of a bit in the middle right now. That's what I would say. They're kind of like stuck in the middle, I would say. Because at one point, there was a council of PvPers that Jamie had, but LSU leaked was gonna blackmail them. And that's why they don't do that anymore. And I believe they had a YouTube Discord server at one point, but something happened in there, and that's why they don't have that anymore. So if they hire people, they could really only hire people that they can 100% trust. So yeah, that's why they only have one coder, and that's why they only do certain. That's why they don't do certain stuff when it comes to the community. It sucks, but it's happened several times to them, and they don't want to be in that situation again. Sometimes risking yourself in that situation could potentially give you the best chance of making the game better, too. Uh-oh. Wow, the internet just died, but it's back now. I have no idea what happened there. It took forever for my encounter to show up. That was internet. I don't think that was the stream. I think that was internet. The stream... Yeah, the stream lagged, but I think that was the internet. We're good, though. We're good. We're good. We're back. We're back. We're back. They should, like, do a contract or something? Yeah, but even then, I don't know if even that would work. It still doesn't fix the... It still doesn't fix the problem of gaining trust for someone and blackmailing them. Unless there's a clause within the contract where if you blackmail them, you're kicked from the community. But even then, that doesn't stop them from using that code and making a Lubian Legacy knockoff. You know what I mean? So, I don't even know if that would work. I do see the mindset, though. We're back up, though. Yeah, we're back up. Do you think we'll get Jolly Village? Yeah, I think we can get Jolly Village. I don't think it'll be the Jolly Village minigame, though. I think it'll be the maze. Because the maze is objectively the best minigame. Although we haven't had the Jolly Village minigame in a while, to be fair. So they might skip the maze minigame this year. Although if they do that, we won't get Gremmy lines. So maybe not. I don't know. I like the rework for Knockout, but I think you can just change the ability and not the stats to Mimic. I guess that's fair. I could just mimic the... I definitely see where you're coming from. I wanted to boost its attacks, though, a little bit, because the thing with Knockout is that it doesn't have totemized stats, so it's objectively a lot weaker compared to some of the other Lumians. You'll know what I mean? I think you should ask Jamie if you want to become one of the balancers. That would be cool. I'm not sure... The thing is, again, I said this in one of my last couple streams. I don't know what our relationship between me and Jamie is. Like, I know that we know each other, and we talked to each other on stream before. Like, you know, he gave me tips on how to improve some of my thumbnails. I talked about some potential balance changes that could help. So we know that we exist, but I don't know I don't know how much he respects me or how much I respect him. Like, we don't know that. We haven't talked. I do want to talk with another Gargolo, my goodness. I do want to talk with Jamie at some point on just a private call, me and him would be cool. But I don't know if I can get I don't know if it would work or not. I do want to talk with him and ask a couple questions privately. That would be cool. Yes, become a balancer and buff Skellig. Yeah, I would definitely buff Skellig. I think another roamer. Jesus, I'm getting back roamers. Wow. What's your best find? Mine's the Gamma Mummy Bumpa. Mine is Gamma Protocon, Alpha Noli Metro, Gleam Halloween Dusket, a Rainbow Wisp on Puff, and I also got... Oh, and I also got a Alpha Gargolem. I got an Alpha Gargolem yesterday while hunting. I got an Alpha Gargolem and a Gamma Paramine. I'll show y'all after my boost timer runs out. So yeah, I've had some... The only thing I'm missing is the Gamma Noli Metro and an SA Metro. Those are the two things I've been wanting the whole time. Maybe I could trade for them, though. Maybe I'll trade my Alpha Gargolem and something else for a secret ability. And then maybe... I don't know if I'll trade for a Gamma one. We'll see. Hi, Redcon. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I do want to definitely talk with Jamie at some point. It would be cool. Not sure if he would want to or not, but it would be cool to try. Caught 3 Gleam Nolis and no Gamma in sight. You got an SA though, that's cool. At least you got the SA. I only got 1 Alpha Noli. Surprisingly. I think I'm gonna use all these boost tokens for this. And I'm gonna see what... I think I'm gonna use all my boost tokens and then I'm not going to, you know... I think it would be a bit too radical for Jamie's taste as balancer. No, I wouldn't. The thing is I'm not going to question his balancing decisions. But what I would do is I would just talk about... I'll talk about it. Like, the thing is, the best thing you could do is talk about what your mindset is, and try to understand what they're seeing, too. I think is another thing that a lot of people from the competitive community does not get, is that just saying that Jamie sucks as a balancer is not going to fix the game. They need to say why a certain Lumion is overpowered, or why a certain Lumion needs a nerf, or why a certain Lumion needs a buff. And then Jamie can take that and either, you know, change it or not change it. It's his decision. He's the balancer. So, yeah. But when a lot of people just say, Jamie sucks as balancer, like, no one's gonna listen to that. Like, if you're the balancer of a game, and you see a comment, and they say, you suck at balancing, you're not gonna listen to that. Like, you're just gonna let it go, and just move on. But if you say why Gargolem attack is overpowered in rank, that Lachance is the only counter, you can offensively counter it, but you can't defensively counter it, then that results into the mid-season nerfs. You'll know what I mean? So, it's always better to explain why a Lumion is busted or not busted, or why a Lumion needs a buff. It's always good to explain that, rather than going after the people. You know what I mean? I think that Jamie should give Gargolem attack assertive instead of flat-out power boost. No, I don't think it should get assertive. I think it should just... Okay, if it's a non-restricted format, and he wants Gargolem attack still there, I would have just got rid of Brawler coverage, so at least Ice types could switch in. But, yeah. But after that, but if it's restricted, then just keep it restricted. So, yeah. Seadrake needs a buff because I like Seadrake. How do you buff Seadrake, though? Like, yeah, Anomaly Rogue Assault seems funny, but that's not gonna happen. That's gonna be so broken. Because it's just gonna boost its defense stats. Maybe... Like, the thing is with Sea Drake, anything Anomaly related, it can be broken with the span of one move. That's the thing that's scary. Hi Josh, how are you? How's stream going? Hi Pixel Hero, welcome to the stream. Got no notification? Oh, that sucks. Hey, at least it got on. But yeah, overall stream's doing pretty good. When did you start? I got no notification. I started just 10 minutes ago, or 15 minutes ago. So you didn't miss much. Hi, Exotic Bubblegum. Gave Sea Drake paint shower? Honestly, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. You know what? I'm not against that. I'm actually not against that. Give it paint shower? I'm actually not against that. So it could be like a mixed attacker? Yeah, I'm actually not against that, surprisingly. Oh, sorry, Jamie likes Sea Drake, so therefore it's not getting buffed. I mean, I think Paint Shower would be fine because it is only the ranged attack. And it would only buff Paint Shower itself. I feel like, would it make sense for Sea Drake to have it, though, is the question. Jamie did say if Hammer Arm gets at it, it'll get at it. Oh, Hammer Arm. That's the move that reduces your speed after you use it. Am I right? Is that the move that lowers its speed? Yeah, I think that's the big powerful move that reduces its speed, but with Anomaly it would increase it. That would actually be a nice buff for it. Yeah, that would be coverage for Lumi, but it already has coverage for Lumi. It already has Thorn Slam. It'd be coverage for Lachette. Which you have Anomaly, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. That would be very powerful on Sea Drake. I agree. But that's the thing, is that you don't want to make something broken either. Josh, what's your thoughts on Zeppelin? I thought it was super speedy, but nah. Zeppelin's really good. It's very good as a hazard removal. Very good as a stall breaker. It also has Spites, so it can get rid of tanks pretty easily. Has Landslide to hit Livians like Eliguana. And it has very powerful Typhoons and Resonate. So... it's a Lumion that can pretty much do anything you want it to do. It's a pretty flexible Lumion, except it doesn't have the best range bulk without a Peace of Mind. That's kind of its big flaw. And its speed stat, while outside of Strong Gust, isn't that high. I wanted Thorn Slam to also lower melee defense. It's just... I don't know about that one. It would have buffed it too much, I feel like. Plus 196 range attack Paint Shower is a 2-hit KO on Lachette. And that's if a Lachette switches in to it, too. Oh! Ochibi! Make Nevermare meta. Nevermare... again, he's waiting for the critical items to come out before he buffs Nevermare too much. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Sea Drake to get Paint Shower. Maybe if it had a move like Muck Blast, it would make sense to get, but Muck Blast doesn't help its Anomaly ability. Yeah, if Odiyaga was slower and bulkier, it can kind of be used as like this Bane of Haste Sweeper. That would make Odiyaga a lot more consistent, I would say. Yeah, you can always predict Lachette coming in. I'm honestly thinking of making a PvP channel, so that's going to be fun. You have any tips? The biggest tip if you start an LL channel is try to find a niche within the LL community. Try to think of something that no other LL content creator has done. For example, Speeder showcases wild sets. Kilson showcase team showcases. I make top 5s. Cotton Stoops makes guides. Try to find a niche within the LO community, and I think you'll have a good chance to rise. Actually, we can't give Sea Drake Paint Shower because... oh yeah, Water Toxic. Oh, fair, yeah, Water Toxic's obviously broken. Water Toxic is good offensively. Really good offensively, actually. I wouldn't call it broken, though. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so water hits earths that Toxics wouldn't hit. Water would also hit... Toxic would hit plants that water wouldn't hit. How about other water types? Yeah, Toxic hits that. Other Toxic types water resists. Or water is neutral to. What else? Is there any other type that resists Toxic? What resists water? So, plant and water, which both get hit by Toxic. Ancient, I guess ancient types could switch in a little, depending on what happens. Oh, yeah, that offensive typing's really good, actually. I don't know if it's broken, but it's definitely one of the top offensive typings. Water Toxic is pretty good. So yeah, that's fair. It is apparently to the reliable source of Loomian Legacy official. Yeah, it'd have plant, water, Toxic, and ancient. And Toxic hits. Toxic would not hit Earth, which water hits. Toxic, which is neutral to water. And that's it, I think. Is there legit nothing else that resists Toxic? Is there legit nothing else? We should get some PvP events hosted by the devs with a sweet reward by winning tokens or stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. That would actually be pretty cool. I also think that Lumello is a good hazard setter plus sponge. I used to use it, but because of Ferroglyph, it's scary to use it for me. The thing is that Ferroglyph is scary to a lot of Loomians besides specific dark types. So if you combine Lumello with like another Loomian, like Dragodyne or Lachette, it will actually make it so if Ferroglyph does come in, you can just switch to them and then try to beat the Ferroglyph with that. Or at least switch it out. And hopefully at that point, you'll get a bunch of hazards up to the point where you can actually just, you know, every time Ferroglyph switches in, it will take damage from hazards. Yes, Lumello does struggle versus Ferroglyph, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to run Lumello. You could use Lumello and then just add a teammate like Lachette or Dragodyne to deal with Ferroglyph. There's probably some other teammates, too. It is a very good offensive typing in this game, but it's because but that's because it hits the same 5 fatties that everyone uses. Yeah, pretty much. Not to mention that it's just a good offensive typing by itself, even if you don't count Lachette. The Lachette crack stuff. Is it normal that the Colosseum bot Lachette doesn't come with Briar Block in the moveset? Mine doesn't have it yet, and I was bummed. When does Lachette learn Briar Block, actually? Loomian, Legacy, Lachette. When does it learn it? It's a level up move. Lachette learns it at level 36. So you have to increase it by 4 levels. Is it just me, or is Blowtox actually very good anti-meta? The problem with Blowtox, it is a lot slower, but it's still fast enough to hit those Loomians. Yeah, that's why I've been seeing Blowtox, probably. That's probably why. And if people can't answer it with Lachette Crack, they call for its nerf. Just realize people are going to use Silver Dragodyne or Vicious Goggles Dragodyne in ranked doubles as introduced. Yeah. Also, Pity coming up. Wish me luck. Oh, it's about at level 5. I guess that's fair. Okay. Wish me luck. Please. Oh! 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 Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it looks so pretty. I might actually like the alpha better than the gamma. Let's get it. Well, attacky attack. Let's get it. Trumbull. Let's go! Hey, it's not a Gamma Dolly Metronet, but this is a nice constellation prize. And also, I'm getting Lightspeed Ray spammed. On paper, it sounds like a good wall breaker. Water Toxic coverage. Braum Boost can break multiple things in the game with Rejuve. Yeah, it can. It does have some good stuff on paper, but it does... The thing is that Blowtox does lose the offense. It can be offensively checked, and even defensively, it can get burned by Krakalola. Yeah, exactly. You probably want Dust. Either Dust or an offensive item. You could even run something like maybe Milkshake so you can Brawn Boost a little easier. And stay healthy. You could run that too. There's a lot of different items you could run on the Lechonk. Or on Blotox. Star Disc, because you are the star. You look like a star. Actually, I want something more pink. I don't know if I have any like pink like this. Oh! I know a good disc for it. Oh, I know a perfect disc for this. Hang with me here. Aha! Like, these are legit the perfect disc for it. Look at that. Ah, it's more red, but that works. That's if it even gets caught. Yeah, it's never gonna get caught. I'm not using an eye disc on a... The eye disc I don't think fit. Oh. Meteor discs could look too. I am wasting boost, but I don't care. I want this Alpha Celesting. What Duskit natures do you use for hunting? I use Nimble. For this event, Nimble's the best one. Hopefully I don't get swept by the Celesting. I think I'll do a mix of these and the pink Meteor disc. Okay, you're not getting caught, so I'm gonna abort. I'm gonna abort that mission. Abort! We'll throw one of these. Yeah, these things actually look really good with it. Okay. Oh my god, Magnify Snagoop would be so broken, I agree. Yeah, Magnify Snagoop would be broken. Oh, come on! Stop! Oh my god, it's setting up. It's actually just setting up. I'm gonna get swept by this guy, aren't I? I'm gonna get swept by an Alpha Celesting, guys. I'm so screwed. I'm gonna get swept. Oh, 1, 2. Yeah! We got it! I like the effects. The heart effects. Oh my god, let's go! It doesn't want to load. Bruh! Bruh! Well, that sucks. Please check your internet connection. I didn't even get to see it! Hopefully my internet isn't completely out. I don't think it's completely out. Event, Loomian Legacy. Does this even work? Like, look at this. It says Event Loomian Legacy. Okay, I'm gonna have to X out. I'm gonna have to relog. Failed to connect to experience. No response from server. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to log out and log back in. Is the internet on? I'm just curious. Okay, yeah, it's on. You should be able to get back in. Hey man, at least it got fixed so you don't lose it. I think I caught it already, so I think I'm fine. Unless... Hold on. Unless, you know... Unless the thing, you know... Roblox save data files didn't work. I hope that did not happen, actually. That'd be terrible if that's the case. Ended up winning my own tournament using Soulburst Draco. Yeah. Yeah, if you're running a doubles tournament, ban Soulburst Draco dying. That thing is so broken. I caught it, right? Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, it's still there. I didn't even get to see what it looked like before the game just was like, oh, I'm gonna reduce your internet connection. Alright. Let's finally look at the Celesting. There we go. There it is. Reverberate. I wonder what this looks like in its Soulburst form. That's another rare find. As you can... Oh, yeah. I didn't show you these. Yeah, this was my Alpha Gargolem. And this is another Gamma Paramine. I think the Gamma Paramine I'll give away. But the other ones, the other stuff... I think the other stuff I'll trade. Alright, we're back. We're back hunting again. We are back hunting. Oh. So yeah, it doesn't have a Solar Tree skin. Darn, that sucks. They really should add those Solar Tree skins for the reskins. Did he get SA Duskets? I already have one. I don't have any from this event, though. Why would that guy be allowed to roam free? The amount of boxes are crazy. Yeah, I got a lot of boxes, and I might need to buy more boxes. So I've already got a space again. Either that, or I'm going to have to do a box clearing stream at some point. Sorry, just had some coffee. Doesn't have a Soul Burst reskin, but I can't use the Soul Burst mount with it. Thank you, game. Oh, they gotta add that. Hey, I don't care though. I do like the Alpha Soul Burst. Yeah. The thing is, the first 40 boxes are so easy. You only need 50 Robux for the first 40 boxes. I don't know why they don't just come pack with the 50 boxes to start. That's what Tales of Tenario did. I don't know why LL doesn't do that. To be fair, LL came out first. And back then, when LL came out, a lot more pay-to-win stuff was a lot more forgiven back then. But still, I think they should just give you the first 50 boxes. Because think about it this way. The first 40 boxes you buy for are 50 Robux. And then after that, after you get the first 50 boxes, the rest of the boxes, it's 800 Robux for 20 boxes. So, either you make the other boxes cost more, or you just give us the first 50 boxes, and then have the extra boxes, you know, for other players that want to get it. You know what I mean? Gamma SA Worm. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. I agree, especially when it comes to hunting. Hunting needs it. PvP, not as much besides rallying. It may be extra boxes. Oh! Ikazune! Hello! Is there good Lumians against Obsidian? There's a lot of good Lumians against Obsidian. A lot of light types can beat it. Luminami can constantly check it. You could place hazards on it. You could use hazard removers like... Celestine can be pretty good if you can lead with it and Flash and Flay. Valkyrie is an offensive setup sweeper. A lot of range attackers can beat it. You want to spend a month trying to rally one SA? Yeah, they gotta fix rallying. Rallying is the big thing that hurts LL PvP prep. Everything else about LL PvP prep is honestly fine. It's honestly rallying the SAs, which is the worst part. Everyone like and subscribe to the Joshua Guarantee. Yes, like and subscribe to the Joshua Stars 77 channel, baby! What is the best Lumians against Tyrex? I sense it's you the rally is free to play. Yeah, rallying as free to play is horrible because you only get 3 slots. And I think the rallying is also a little slower. Rallying for SAs is the worst part. Even with 9 rally slots, rallying is awful. Rallying for 3 is even worse. Personally, for people that bought the rally charm, what they should do is they make it so you could rally for 9 Lumians. And the people that have bought the rally charm have 18 slots. That's what I think. What do y'all think? For free, they should increase the rally spots for both free-to-plays and the people that bought the Game Pass. So without the Game Pass, they should make rallying 9 rally slots. And for pay-to-win, they should increase it to 18. What do y'all think? That would be a good way to at least add more rally spots. And maybe make rallying a little faster, too. Would be nice, too. Do you think Your Soul is still good in Fog? It's okay, but it gets outclassed by Wendelin and Revenine now. Revenine and Wendelin are a lot better under Fog. But you can run Gloves Your Soul, and Gloves Your Soul will eventually get Rogue Assault in the next in the next season. So, Gloves Ursul could make a... Gloves Ursul might be good. Oh, that's fair too. Smart Rallying would help. Well, auto-deletes Lumions that aren't Alpha or SA. Oh, that would be so good, Corey. That would be so awesome. Smart Rallying would be so huge. I'm wondering why didn't Jamie add a rally toy that directly allows the rallied Lumions to get the rally assistance instead of just getting the direct personality from the rally leader? They have it from the rally leader, but they don't have it from the rally personality, I don't think. At least, I don't know. Yeah, you have some great ideas, Corey. You'd be a good fit to the dev team if you... honestly, they should add you. Somewhere. You should be on the Llama Train Studios dev team. Dev team somewhere. If it's when it comes to fundamentals, if it's an ideal, if it's for someone that just gives ideas, or if it's as a secondary PvP balancer with Jamie, you should definitely be on there somewhere. You know, it's odd how we can find so many fan clubs in the wild Halloween eras. Meanwhile, Ursul, while just spitting, just don't exist in any encounter pools. Yeah, it kind of just sits there. I feel like something I'm good at is giving ideas. I think I have a lot of good ideas. But the thing I struggle with is putting those ideas together on trying to make them work. Because honestly, a good idea is a good idea. But making the good idea work is the hardest part. You'll know what I mean? That's what I struggle with. I think I have a lot of good ideas. But putting those ideas in execution is where I struggle with. To be honest, it's the first time I noticed you. Oops. Corey, you should be a Llama Train Studio developer. Yeah, I feel like he should at the very least, if we do have one of those PvP councils again, he should definitely be part of it. Yeah, Corey has ideas. He just doesn't. I don't think he uploads videos, but he has a lot of ideas, and he's relatively active in the PvP community. So he would be a good fit. That's like a point. Ouch. I'm seeing a rejection live on stream between Pixel Pyro and Exotic Bubblegum. I see heartbreak. Ouch. Hey man, I have a video 8 months ago. That's something. Fair. Hey, at least you uploaded videos. Some people haven't even gotten started. So that's progress. We need democracy and vote one person into the PvP Council to work alongside Jamie. I don't think that's ever going to work. I don't think they're going to let the community vote. I feel like if a PvP Council happens, it will be picked by Jamie himself. That's what I think. It would be Jamie himself or someone else within Llama Train Studios dev team that would pick the team themselves. Because again, you know, the trust issues they've had in the past. Got the crown back? Hey, nice. Could someone please tell me how to defeat Tyrex that sweeps my team? You just gotta outplay Tyrex. You gotta outplay the Tyrex. You can add a repugnant Lumion. You can add an offensive Lumion. What are some other Lumions that can? What are some other Lumions that can beat Tyrex? I mean, you could use your own Tyrex if it's terrifying. Lachette can constantly... Lachette is pretty good against it. You could run Lumions like Cracklola, get a Raging Flame Burn. There's a lot of ways to beat Tyrex. Plant types are the best way to stop it. Malmerk, Wiki, Lachette. Bulky plant types are the way to go. Also, Lumello and Cleone with Repugnant, they can beat it too defensively. Seer Knight's your Tyrex answer. Yeah, Seer Knight's more of a check because it is quad weak to Earth, but yeah, you can hit it with a Terrifying and then hit it with a Raging Flame. And since Seer Knight is very good melee bulk, an Earthquake isn't boosted by Power Jaw, you can actually live a couple hits of quad-effective Earthquake, which is kind of funny. Oh yeah, Chartiki! Chartiki works too, you're right, Chartiki. Chartiki can beat it, easily. That was one of the Lumions I used to counter Tyrex. The defensive variants. Yeah, if you don't face a Crackalola or any other fire type while you're... Actually, Corey, it got Clay Slap. What if you run Drudge, Boiling Press? Can you 2-hit KO Crackalola after a Drudge? Because it has Clay Slap now. Yeah, only 15%, but hey, that's something. That's better than 0. Yep, we'll be last place in the NFL if we lose tomorrow. Drudge Mbit, however. Yeah, Tatum can offensively beat Tyrex. I don't think you can switch into it, and if you do, you can only switch in once. But yeah, offensively, you can beat it. Is Luminami the best starter? Yes, Luminami is the best starter in LL. Oh, yeah. Oh, Drudge Mbit in Little Cup. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that thing might be a menace. That thing probably is a menace, because Terrifying to stop to halt Fan Cub, and you have Boiling Crest to hit waters, you have Slapdown to get rid of items. You have... And now you have Clay Slap to hit Lumions like Geklo and other fires. Yeah. That's really good. Good luck, Literally Real. You have a good day, stream, and a good day? Yep. You have offended me with the statement holds my Vesperatu. If Seer Knight gets a pivot attacking move and baffle, we shall welcome Seer Knight as the Incineroar of LL. Yeah, that would most certainly... To be fair, the thing is, unlike in Pokemon where Incineroar isn't that good in singles, Seer Knight with Baffle would actually be really good in singles. Because slow pivot and a bulkier meta is so good for offense. Hi Bubblegum Man, welcome to the stream. I like Gremlin, but it kind of needs like Primal Surge or Haro as coverage. The thing is... Do you want Gremlin to hit Spirits? That's the thing. It already has Luster Loot, which it probably won't run most of the time, but it has it. The thing is just because it can't hit a Lumion, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Because if Gremlin had a move to hit Spirits, it would legit hit everything in the game, probably. That's the thing. You don't want a Lumion to hit every single Lumion. You need to have its checks and counters. Plus, Gremlin, even if they can't hit Spirit types, you can set up Poison Barbs, you can set up Barbs, Sharp Edges with Slumber. Plus, you're neutral to Spirit type attacks, so you can actually set up Barbs and Poison Barbs on them if you need to. So, I don't think it needs any other coverage moves. It already has Thistle Slash to hit Surkame and Luminami. I like how Seer Knight, how it is right now, giving it Pivot and a reliable healing move is a lame solution. Yeah, that would be a lame solution to buff Seer Knight. Yeah, Sevelops was a monster. Yeah, Sevelops was broken when that thing was crazy. Love Poison Barbs, SA Gremlin. Or, I love Poison Barbs Gremlin. I just need Crackalola to stop existing. The thing is I actually haven't seen as many Crackalolas. I've seen a few still, but they don't feel as common. Like, they're common. But a lot of Lumishent teams, I feel like has stopped. I feel like a couple Lumishent teams have stopped using Crack and instead use Gargolem Attack. Although I feel like they might go back defensive now that Gargolem Attack is banned in ranked. Any good finds so far? Freddy, I found an Alpha Celesting on Pity, which was awesome. What's your thoughts on Mega Chimiko's design? I think it's a cool design. I don't really watch Pokemon too much other than Wolfie VGC's videos, but I've seen the design. I think it's a pretty cool design. Do you think we'll ever get terrains in LL? Maybe. Isn't Jamie changing... Isn't Jamie changing Solnecta's ability, which could set up terrain? I don't know. I don't know if it will happen, but it would be cool. Yo, W Fine. Yeah, W Fine. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. I thought I heard something outside, but no, we're good. We're cooking. Yeah, twins. Yep, yeah, he makes really good videos. I like his videos. I think Jamie shut down the idea of terrains. Especially, it might be too early to add terrains. It might be too early to add something like terrains in the game. Is an essay corrupt mail very rare? Yeah, that is. That is very rare. Unfortunately, you can't catch it. That's so unfortunate. Oh god, Grassy Glide, oh god. Oh god, that thing would be so good. Imagine if Seadrake had Grassy Glide with Grassy Terrain. Anomaly Seadrake with Grassy Terrain up with Grassy Glide after a setup. Oh gosh! I wasn't there when he made those intros, but I watched his second channel, Bonus Wolf, and he does those intros there. He does those intros there. So high quality and smooth, the animations and edits are just so pleasing. I agree. He has like a whole team of people that can work on that too, which is huge. I know, like, yeah, Grassy Glide Rillaboom. Which, by the way, that is one of the best starters in Pokemon, besides Incineroar. And unlike Incineroar, it's actually alright in singles, too. Because it actually has offense. Are you going to showcase any... Are you gonna showcase any videos later on this video? Not sure. They have a charm to it. I kind of miss them. He does them on his second channel, Bonus Wolf. He doesn't do it on his main channel. Yeah, that video was elite. That Trap and Shed video with Garbantis, that was elite. Hot take, no matter what everyone says, I will... Okay, I will love and will always say... Meganim's the best starter? Rillaboom. Yep, that's typical Joshua Star 77. Hi, Sherbot PvP. Welcome to the stream. Is Nakuda a great offensive limit? Yeah, Nakuda is still pretty good. Even with the loss of Venom Slash, it still has Slapdown to hit plants, and it can Soul Burst. And Soul Burst Nakuda after it energizes is pretty hard to stop if you don't have a plant type. So yeah, Nakuda's still very good. Nakuda is still a very good Lumion. Singles Incineroar is more lean to utility with Knockoff, Will-O-Wisp, Parting Shot, and Flare Blitz. Yeah, that's probably what they use. Because they want that slow pivot. But I don't think slow pivot's that good in Pokemon because Pokemon just does a lot more damage. 50% stab compared to 25% is a huge difference. Aww. Yeah, Railgun just breaks through everything, especially after it energizes. Yeah, Dokomori can be even then. Dokomori doesn't OHKO it, and you can set up an energize, and I think Gamma Pulse is a 2-hit KO unless it's Sponge. Which, if it's not Sponge, you just hit it with a Tsunami. Can't trust the Falcons. They either suck or a solid team. Yeah, Falcons are never going to be good with Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris is just not that good of a coach. I'm trying to get to Ace rank and rank this season. I'm at Expert 1. You got any tips? And what motivates you to get to Ace? I usually just do it in... I just do it in chains. Like, I go up to 100 and then I stop. I go up another 100, then stop. And then I go up another 100 and stop. Ranked is very demotivating, especially if you lose a battle in Expert. The best way I honestly, I feel like the best way to win in Ace or in Expert 1 is to try to get Lumions that beat the meta. So, try to find Lumions that can beat Lumishent, Crackalola. And also, have your fundamentals. Have a Flash and Flee immunity, have a Zip Zap immunity, have a Fade Away immunity. While also having a Lumion, having 1 or 2 Lumions that can get rid of hazards. Because hazards could be very dangerous too. So just try to have the basic fundamentals on your team. Block pivot moves and remove hazards. And then also have the right number of melee to range attackers. So have 4 to 3 on melee to range attackers if you can. Rank is so stressful, so I don't like to play it off. And yeah, rank is stressful, I agree. The 7 Scampies will oof your Geklos. Yeah, unfortunately, they would probably. Ivory! What I don't like about this game is how specific the Lumion of those required types are. Like, if you want a fire type, I have to use a fat blob. I don't know, a lot of the fire types I use. Okay. The thing is, I always have a go-to fire. I guess that's true, actually. Yeah, Pyrolin, Crackalola. On my videos, Infernix. I use Infernix in that role, too. Yeah, okay. You got a point there, Corey. Yeah. Teleporting Pokemon is insurance. There have been cases of people running level 99 Slowbro with 0 IVs and speed to get the Solar Teleport. Yeah. I think they did the same thing with other stuff, too. I don't think it was just Slowbro that they did it with. Leshent gaslighting everyone that Plant is a good type. Honestly, Plant isn't a terrible type. It's just like the Plant type is needed because you need the Block, Flash, and Flay. Either that, or you're forced to run into Eclipse or a Prismatic Eliguana to stop it. What are other good Plant types? I mean, there's Leshent, there's Tatub, there's Wiki, actually. There's Wiki. And then, yeah, that's kind of it, really. That's kind of it. I mean, Bonfino's pretty good, too. I mean, Bonfino's good this season, to be fair. So, yeah, Bonfino. But other than those 4, there isn't really any good plant types. You're right, actually. Yeah, it's just Tatub, Leshent, Wiki, and Bonfino. Chartiki? Nah, Chartiki's fine, but it isn't amazing right now. It's solid, but not good. Okay. Also, I'm near Pity. I already got a roamer at Pity today. This time, it's gonna be the Metro. Please. Nope, no roamer. It's Mochibi again. Gosh darn it. Have you seen Speeder's video where Leshent landed 3 Briar Blocks in a row and the opponent fainted? Yeah, that sounds like Leshent. That doesn't sound any different from Leshent's eye face. Yep, the Pity, unfortunately not good. Yeah, Leshent carries plant type. I 100% agree. Yeah, and Tatub as well. I mean, there's Bonfino. There's Bonfino. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Bonfino. Because I see it in rank a lot, and it does a lot of damage. With specialty goggles, you use it very nimble. You can either use 3 moves and provoke. You can use 2 moves, provoke, banana split. You can use 3 moves and baffle, 2 moves and baffle. There's a lot of different... Oh yeah, Whipple Drift's good too. Yeah, Whipple Drift, fair. Oh yeah, and it has Magnify. Yeah, it has Magnify too. Yeah, Whipple Drift is actually good. Because, yeah, Strong Gust is one of the best weathers in LL. So, yeah. And Whipple Drift is actually a good Lumion that uses the Strong Gust for itself. I don't think I've ever used Banana Split Bonfino yet. I usually use Banoki as my splitter. You know, Shen isn't hard to deal with, it's just annoying. I agree, sure, about PvP. I honestly think Lachent's fine. I don't think Lachent needs any nerfs. I feel like the reason why Jamie wants to nerf Lachent is because Lachent is there in every meta, and he wants to change it up. Yeah, Wibble is carried by its air type, that's fair. Yeah, Florent, but Florent has a lot of fundamental weaknesses. Like, being weak to being quad weak to icicle traps, and you're pretty much a Soul Burst hog if you use Florent, because Florent in its normal form isn't that good. Soul Burst Florent is solid, but it's forced to run Soul Burst. Yeah, very nimble Banfino outspeeds nimble Protogon. Also, Banfino has Sly and Bully. Bully can go through abilities, while Sly can go through items. You're right, actually. Lachent's kind of like the only good Icicle Trapper. It's very easy to get traps up with Lachent. When teams are weak to Icicle Trap? Yeah, they are. They are weak to Icicle Traps, but I often, on my win teams, I always have Infernix on him. So Infernix can deal with the Icicle Traps. I always have at least one Fire type on a Gus team. So I can actually, you know, at least weaken the Icicle Traps. Plus, Wintrix can be immune to them, too. Yeah, Thursday night's game was garbage. It was so predictable. Like, wow, the Raiders stink, and the Broncos are going to play down to their competition. That's exactly what that game went. What's the best typing on Guardrone? I've seen Fire Guardrone and Electric Guardrone see some play. I've seen no play for Normal and Ice. I feel like Fire's the best, but Electric can be used too. I feel like Fire's the best out of all the Guardrones. Do you know of the 175 base power tech on Orphisu? Wait. There's tech? Wait. Are you talking about the tech where you have 5 air types? One of your air types has health gift. And then you... Wait. No, that doesn't work. Okay, then I have no clue then. Yeah, they didn't do too bad in the first half. After that, though, ouch. Yeah, it does nothing other than that. It does nothing other than that. It's so weak to everything else, and it's just not worth it. Plus, even then, it's shaky. Even though it quad resists, it's normally a normal resist. And it can't heal its HP back unless it runs the item that heals its HP. Which it can't, because it has to run the Ice Core. Hello, Josh. It's me, Norris, but I'm on a new account. Hi! Welcome back. Top 10 biggest Lumion Legacy betrayals. Going up against Guardrone for the first time and using Earthquake. Yeah! It has Hover as one of its abilities, so it can be immune to Earthquake. Not really a tech, it's just kind of sacrificing 4 air types and get multiple freezes the sweep. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's what I have. That's the Morpheus I run. I run Smart Boots Morpheus, and I use it as a late game cleaner. But I have Typhoon, so I have Typhoon and Expert Onslaught, so I can use Typhoon early game and an Expert Onslaught late game. That's so I can use Morpheus both in the lead, in the middle of the game, or at the very end. No, that's change. In the past, it used to lose power. Now, it's the other way around. It gains power when an air type dies. So it's changed to now. It's the other way around now. They changed that, I think it's Season 1. When Expert Onslaught was banned. They changed that. Overall, it's not a bad stream. I found an Alpha Celestic. I really want that Gavinoli, but I don't know. It's just not looking so good for it. Yeah, it's Supreme Overlord, but as a move instead of an ability. Yeah, pretty much. Although we do have Supreme Overlord NLL as an ability. Oblas has it with Whale. And Oblas has Trick Shot. Yeah, Expert Onslaught's like Last Respects. But it's very specific. You just got a Gamma, normal Metro. Hey, nice. Yeah, we don't do real damage in LL. My friend kind of has no skill, so she just tries to pick up as many kills as possible with a forced sacrifice to remove any Leshant's Eliguanas and especially Hunters, and keeps Morpheus in the back. I mean, it still requires skill to KO that Eliguana and Hunter and Leshant. Because a good player would keep those Lumians alive, specifically for the Morpheus in the back. Yeah, this event would make people hate Kabunga. Oh, Odiaga. I have not seen many Odiagas this event. By the way, 20 people are watching the stream. Thank y'all very much. I think it's the most I've had in a while. By the way, if y'all are wondering why I did not stream yesterday, one, I needed to get the top 10 video out because I was lagging behind on it. And two, it's because I actually joined Cotton Stoops' PvP stream, which was fun. It was very fun to talk to him. I haven't been on a VC with him before he left the LL community. So, it was nice to talk to Stoops again. It was cool. Odiaga sends to the pit. Yep, back to the pit. You see Leshant for the first time not knowing what nightmares it causes? Guys don't need to like more. Yeah, like the stream! Like and subscribe. Y'all don't have to. Y'all don't have to. Y'all are not forced to. Y'all can like or subscribe whenever y'all want to. It's y'all option. You'll need... To be fair, probably almost all of y'all have subscribed already, so... Yeah. You think he only came back because of Milo? I don't think he... I think it was back before Milo returned. I think he was back before Milo returned, actually. She runs Clutch Plushie Zeppelin, Plant Shell Whippledrift, Rev Up Avatros, Gargolem D, Anomaly Dorgo. Oh, Anomaly Dorgo, okay. Well, that will destroy my team. Wait, SA? Ah, darn it. Just stick Metro. Yeah, you can't escape Leshant. Leshant is inevitable. Good luck on your hunt, Seppi. Gonna use my boost tokens? Yep, good luck. Yep, Noli Metro sent to the... I probably should have caught that, because I was at the end of Pity. We'll do another 30 minutes, and then we'll end the stream. The reason why I gotta end the stream a little early is because I gotta get ready for when my dad gets home, and then once he gets home, we're starting on that shed. We're just going right to it. So I gotta prepare. For real, but I won on my first try despite being dumb and clutching on last look with 4 HP. Last laugh, probably. Due to how rare shards are, it should make it up 40 immediately. Yeah, I can see that. I got a Gamma Never and Metro today. Nice! I'm finding a Clutch Plushie Ica. Yep! Clutch Plushie is one of the items that Kazune runs. On the Magnify Jolt sets, Clutch Plushie is a common item, so they can guarantee get the Magnify up on water types. And then Jolt them. Please showcase something? What do you want me to showcase? I have a showcase video for tomorrow, but I don't have one for Monday or Tuesday. Be the singles version of Incineroar, because instead of being doubles players Nightmare, it's the exact opposite. Yeah, it's the exact opposite. I don't think Leshant would work in doubles because of the 2 quad weaknesses. So I don't think Leshant would be that good in doubles. I mean, it does have Earthquake, so maybe, but I don't think it would be that good in doubles. He's still him in doubles? I mean, yeah, it can Briar Block. Let me think about it. So it can Briar Block, has Earthquake, which is a spread move. But other than that, what else would it use? What else can it do? The problem with Leshent in doubles, it's the 2 quad weaknesses. And bug types are actually very common in doubles, because a lot of bug types have the move Feral Blast. And Plasmoth and, funnily enough, Violana are probably 2 of the best bug types in doubles. Plasmoth can hit it with Feral Blast and can do whatever the heck it wants, has Redemptive Strike, can set up thunderstorms, can set up other weathers. Well, Violana has the Mesmerizing ability, which could stop priority moves. And it has Feral Blast to heal its teammates. So yeah, I don't think Leshent would be that good at doubles, funnily enough. Like, it does have some traits. Like, it has Briar Block, so it can chip melee attackers and get rid of their clutch plushies. And it does have Earthquake, which is a spread move. But that's kind of really all that goes for it, I feel like. I mean, Petrifying can be good, but I feel like would you Typhoon be better in that role? I don't know. Could he please make top 10 PvE Lumions? Because I'm kind of... Hello? Speaking of Violana, have you done a showcase on it already? I might have forgotten. I don't think I've done a Violana showcase. That could actually be a good one to try. If I try Violana, it would probably be in doubles, because that's the best way I could showcase it to its fullest potential. If it's in singles, though, how would I run it? I'd probably just run its SA, where it lowers the energy. What would Violana do? Let me just check. Has great bulk on both sides, so... Defensive typing's okay. Also, there's never fraud or never crits. What are its moves? Teardown, Feral Blast, High Pitch Screech, Hullabaloo! It has Hullabaloo to stop Luminami Leshent. Resonate, Teardown, Square One, Mudslide, Landslide. Stratagem, Discordance. It has moves. Oh, Metamorphosis. How much would that actually do? You know what? Raging Howl Violana? Oh, Resonate Violana! Oh, its range attack is so low! But it can be ran. It can be ran, though. It can be ran. It can be ran, and you do get boosted attack from it, too. So... Yeah, if it had a 5th move slot, Violana would actually be good in both singles and doubles. So it has a lot of moves. I haven't done a Baneki showcase in a while, but yeah, I think everyone knows that Baneki's pretty good against that core. We need to give 50% stab and just give the starter's turret Blaze and Overgrowth. Yeah, that's fair. And then it would only run its SAs, the starters. Best secret ability? Probably... It's probably Luminami and Power Napper. Power Napper is just such a good ability, especially on a Lumion like Luminami. Luminami just gives you free HP every time you switch, and on a bulky Lumion like Luminami, it's just so good. You have to give up Bug Stab, Landslide, and Peace of Mind. Can't even mess around with other options like Removal or Deja Vu. Yeah, I kind of just struggled. I mean, what if I use an offensive Violana or Urbana Haste? Would that work? How slow is Violana? Let me just check. How slow is Violana? 61. So it can be used. It can be used under Bane of Haze. It doesn't learn Bane of Haze, but it can be used under it. Could it work? Because it has Resonate. And it has Raging Howl. Does it have Raging Howl? No, it doesn't have Raging Howl. Does it really not have Raging Howl? It has Resonate. has high pitch, has Hullabaloo. It does not have it. I don't think it has Raging Howl. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't have it. It does not have Raging Howl. So it'd have to run Resonate. Bug Stab, Landslide, Peace of Mind. Overgrowth, Top-Up, Clutch Plushie might be wild. Yeah, that thing would be pretty strong, actually. Especially if he got a bulk up all. Problem is that it would have to drop Timber Thrash for Vine Lash. But that is a sacrifice I'd be willing to make. I don't think bugs can howl. Yeah, bugs can't howl. So I wonder, could a Metamorphosis set work? Because the thing is, it actually has... The thing is, it would be boost... Wait a second. Metamorphosis? Hullabaloo? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Violana gets Bug-type Hullabaloo. Boost it by 20%. Hold on, is there something there? Like, what if it ran Resonate, Hullabaloo, Landslide, Psycho Blast? Or what if it ran Hullabaloo, boosted by Metamorphosis, Palm, Psycho Blast, Rejuvenate, with Mysterious Dust? So you can stop other slower Lumians from clicking Rejuvenate, while you could click Rejuvenate yourself. Oh my god, there might actually be something there. You could use this as a... You could use this as a stally stall breaker. A stally stall breaker. If not, that's okay since this is live chat. Oh, that might work. Before you end stream, can I please show you my finds? You could just tell me your finds on stream and it will work. Is there anything with 3 or 4 quad weaknesses? I don't think so. I think Lachette's the only one. I think Lachette's the only one because it has 2 quad weaknesses. And then if you count that with Fungus Curse, it will be quad weak to... Would it be quad weak to light? Yeah, it'd be quad weak to light. So I think Lachette would be the only one, unless there's other plant types that could have one. Not Wakalaka, because it has the mind typing, so that's a resist, or a neutral. Yeah, that's... I know. Yeah, that could work too. Yeah, Hullabaloo, Landslide to hit Venilin. Oh my god. There might actually be something there, and it has 61 speed, so you can make it... You could add some speed on it to outspeed Pyrolin. Oh my god! Okay, well I know what showcase I'm gonna run in the future. Because a stall breaking Violana might actually work. That might actually work. There's actually a chance that could actually work. What did you think about my team that I used to fight CBO with yesterday? It was pretty dangerous. I don't think I remember that battle, though, because all the battles kind of... The only battle I really remember is when I was saying, leave, leave, that's hot-footed Fernix, don't sack your Dragonite, and then Consteam's like, oh, it's fine, I'll stay in. It got OHKO'd. Like, yeah, because Bug Earth actually isn't too bad. Bug Earth actually isn't too bad. You have that, yeah, you have Landslide to hit Crackalola. You have Hullabaloo to hit Lachette. Luminami's neutral, but you can Hullabaloo, so it won't be able to heal as much HP back. What other bulky Lumians can it hit? You wouldn't be able to outspeed Eliguana, but Eliguana's not that common anyway. Stratosaur is problematic, but you could just use something else for it. You can outspeed Pyrolin. You quad effectively hit Lachette. Are there any other slow Rejuvenate Lumians? Cinemars it can hit with Hullabaloo. Oh my god! The biggest problem's Plasmoth. Plasmoth is the biggest problem because Plasmoth outspeeds it. So I need to find a way to solve the Plasmoth problem. But other than that, there's a chance that Hullabaloo with Metamorphosis could actually work. There actually is a chance there. Yeah, Wintrix does come in free if you don't run Cycle Blast, but again, Wintrix is usually ran offensively. There's something. Yeah, but you can just rejuvenate on it, though, too. You can just rejuvenate on it. So, yeah, you can just kind of just wear it down. Because you could run melee defense on Violana, too. You don't have to run range defense. You do not have to run range defense. You can run melee defense and make it a melee defense tank. You can kind of run it both ways. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could just spam Hullabaloo and just get it later. Fair. That works, too. So you can kind of gradually get it down. Problem is that you kind of don't do that much to it to begin with, is the problem. Unless you don't run Bug-type Hullabaloo at all, which I guess it could work too, but it's kind of the Bug-type Hullabaloo that makes it work, because it's boosted. Not only is it boosted, so it does decent damage, but it also has a typing, so you don't have to use any other move. So you get the effects of a Bug-type Stab, and Hullabaloo at the same time in one move slot. Are there any other Hullabaloo Lumions that have that property? Let me check. See, Hullabaloo and Picolio, Calfnote, Mewtwo, Ferroglyph, Mocho, Lyricat, Listen, Bywarn, Violana, Moevoax. No! There isn't any other Lumion that can have a stab that has an ability that changes Hullabaloo. Wow. There's something there. There's something there. Also, Pity's coming up. Wish me luck. Here comes my Pity. Please. 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 No. No. Oh, that sucks. Hullabaloo Zeppelin would have been the ultimate stall breaker. Oh my god, that thing would have actually been busted. Oh boy, I choked. I just choked on my coffee. I'm sorry. I'm good now, though. Wow, sorry. Sorry about that. I just choked on my coffee. But we're good. Yeah, Hullabaloo's definitely be so good. Because you can run Hullabaloo, boosted by Turbulent. And then you run Peace of Mind. And then you run Landslide. And then your last move is Perch to stay healthy. Oh my god, that's actually pretty dangerous. Or you run Gust to remove hazards. Spite Hullabaloo Bywarn is fine, but the problem... Yeah, it is losing Spite, and Bywarn... In singles, Bywarn's a little too slow to use it. Like, Hullabaloo is better on a faster Lumion, because you can get the Hullabaloo effect back up. But even though Violana is a lot slower, it can outspeed a lot of the bulky meta tanks. That's why Hullabaloo would work on Violana. If I gave it a little speed. I would have to give it a little speed for it to work, though. Yeah, the pit is looking pretty full after all the Lumions I ran from. Yeah, it's still a progress maker, so that is something. Again, the biggest problem is Plasmoth. Because if Plasmoth traps me with Pestilence and then clicks... Because if Plasmoth traps me with Pestilence and then provokes me, I'm screwed. I don't really have much I can do against it. You know what I mean? What do you recommend for Helvantic? Helvantic can be run offensively. There's a lot of different ways you could run it. You can run it with specialty gloves. You can run it with specialty boots. You can run it with power cuffs, bulk up. You can even run defensive with Sip Zap if you want. My favorite set is defensive Helvantic with Health Amulet, where you run Stun and Poison, and then you hit it with Darling Gash and Thunder Chomp, or Baneful Bash and Thunder Chomp, depending on what you fancy. So yeah, there's a lot of different Helvantic sets you can run. Oh yeah, Plasmoth cannot block Spite. So okay, so yeah, Plasmoth can't block Spite, so that's good. So yeah, Byword could work. I would recommend you very robust Helvantic with Mysterious Toxins. I don't think that's the... I don't know if that's the best set or not. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't think it's the best way to use it. I hope I can get one more fine. I found the most annoying Larricat set ever. Hullabaloo, Scapegoat, Hypnotize, Toadbear. Oh my god. Oh my god. That somebody mentioned Bywarn? Yeah. Yeah, Bywarn. Don't underestimate Bywarn. Bywarn is one of the better double Limians. It's probably the best, one of the best Limians in doubles. Even in singles, it has stuff too. Bane of Haste Bywarn in singles is actually pretty solid. The biggest problem is mainly Lachette. You are forced to run Pester to hit Lachette, but still, you could do it. Oh yeah, Morphesia in doubles is dangerous. I use Glacidia in doubles. That thing is dangerous too. Soulburst Dragodyne in doubles. Yeah, doubles is very unbalanced right now. There's a lot of overpowered Limians in doubles. Oh, Prime Hypnotize. Oh, God. I lost to Larricat a couple times to Hypnotize Magnify. Oh, God. I don't want to remember that. Yeah, the Eyeball Katara is pretty cool. It is a cool Limian. I like its design. Super Beetle being the best pesterer with Double Strike. Oh, and Double Strike Pharaoh lets you fully heal your ally. Oh my god, you're right. Super Beetle... for that in doubles could actually be good. Double Pester seems so strong. Wow. That's true, actually. For support. And then, what attacking moves do you run? You run a couple attacking moves, probably. Soulburst Drago be Terra Storm Terrapagos with Soul Heart? Pretty much. Yeah, that thing is a monster. Oh, the bug with Soulburst Drago. I agree. It's like you can't give it. You can't give Bywarn Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate would be so strong on it because it has great natural bulk, not many weaknesses to its typing, and it has so many other support moves that it can just destroy you. Not to mention, it also has Dissipate and Fade Away, so it has Slow Pivot. It does have Slow Pivot as well. I don't think the Soulburst Dragodyne thing is a bug. I think it's for any Lumion that gets O-Code and activates. That was the same thing with the Soulburst Dragodyne raids too. Self-shutout today, I will be posting a video on the Surebot LL PvP channel at the same time CBO posts his video. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you'll have your own video coming out. The Sumo Beetle the Sumo Beetle interaction. Oh yeah, the double pester. I don't know if that's bugged or not. I mean, it's already one of the strongest support Limians already, but it'd be even more overpowered with Rejuvenate. It would be even more overpowered with it because it could stay alive. Yeah, Restrictive Shield Sumo Beetle is pretty strong, although you gotta hit it with a Pester as it comes in, though. I know Soulburst Drago doesn't even need KOs. You could just You can just tribute your entire... The thing is, the thing that makes Solar Strigodine so dangerous in doubles and why it's banned in a lot of tournaments, you can run this strategy called Protect the King. Solar Strigodine is the king, and then you have Loomians with bait, and then you have Loomians with either bait or tribute, so they get KO'd, and then Dragodine stays alive. That's the thing that makes it so dangerous. Because they KO themselves, and then Dragodine gets boosted. Solar Strigodine is just a busted Loomian. Both in Loomians and in doubles. That Loomian is just busted. Anyone that's watched the Joshua Star 77 video with Solar Strigodine will know very well how busted Solar Strigodine is. It's always 1 or 2 battles a stream or video. I use it, it sweeps the team. I don't know how it does it, it just does it. That thing is a monster. The problem with Knockout is that... pure nimble Knockout. That's so weird under Bane of Haste. That's so weird. We had people impersonating Egg Onslaught. Oh yeah, that was another set. Yeah. Maraith would copy Egg Onslaught, and Egg Onslaught would hit everything on the field. And these Maraiths would get ranged attack increases. Yeah. That's so dangerous. Oh yeah, Jumpstart as well. Yeah, Jumpstart as well. Yeah, Jumpstart KOs your own Loomian and the Dragodine gets a boost. Oh my god. It's so easy to support Solar Strago. Also, that was back-to-back Halloween Sachis. Yeah, that thing deserved... Yeah, in Purple Colors double tournament, Solar Stragodine was banned. Yeah, there's a lot of insane Loomians that's great in doubles. Bywarren's insane in doubles. Violana's good in doubles. I think Teradissant can be good, but problem is I don't think Teradissant is as good, but it can be used. Like, we have a lot of good moves in doubles. A lot of Loomians can be really good in doubles. 3 till pity, Josh. Wish me luck. Good luck, Freddy. I hope you get something rare. You'll get a Gamma Roamer. I hope. Maybe I can get away with another 15 minutes of hunting. Maybe I can get away with another 15. You know what? Once my boosts run out, I'll do another 15 minutes. I was going to end the stream after this, but I'm going to do another 15 minutes. I think I have time. Let me just text my dad real quick. Hold on. There we go. Alright. We're good. Wait, you got something? You got something, Freddy? You got something? What is it? Gamma Roamer? Gamma Dolly? Alpha Dolly? Gleam Halloween Dusket? What is it? What is it? He got something. Wait. What did he get? What did he get? What did he get? Gamma Dolly? Alpha Dolly? Gleam Halloween Dusket? Gamma Celesting? Gamma Gargolem? Ah! Damn it! You gave me all that build-up just for that? Bruh! Bruh! Well, I got trolled. I got trolled. Bruh. I mean, at least it wasn't an Alpha Halloween Kabunga. So that's something. I mean, look at the bright side. It wasn't Alpha Halloween Kabunga. So that's good. I agree, Sherbot PvP. It definitely is. Is there any other content creators streaming? Well, Purple Colored is streaming. Purple Colored. And that's kind of it. Oh no, Phoenix Unlimited's streaming too. Okay, so we got a couple streamers. Yeah, I'll do another 15 minutes. LO content, rip, ouch. Heartbroken. By the way, I have a question. For anyone that's watched my top 10, what do y'all guys feel about the balance, the reworks of some of my Limians? Because I've seen people react to the video, but I haven't seen people react on how I did with the reworks. Like, are they good reworks? Are they bad reworks? Or is there other stuff that I could have done better? Like, I'm kind of curious because I have a lot of ideas and I just wanted to chuck them out there and see how people react to them. I got every color of Dusket. Nice. Weakest Lumion in LL? Snow. Snow's the weakest Lumion. It has some of the lowest base stats, and it can't really do any damage. And its only learnable move is Snow Dozer, unless you give it rally moves. I see a lack of Crackalola deletion, but hey, we all can't be perfect. Oh, fair. That's true. How do I rework Crackalola? Because I want to keep it a tanky Lumia, but I also don't want to make it too offensive, because it actually does hit decently hard in its Soul Burst form. How would I rework Crackalola to make it balanced? Honestly, I feel like just getting rid of Scorching Skin's the play. You just want it gone. You're so done with Crackalola Scorching Skin. The thing I don't like about Crackalola is Scorching Skin trapping your melee attackers in jail. Especially for a Lumion that could heal its HP, and it's so bulky that it lives any hit. Yeah, the snow-only playthrough would be wild. Yeah, there's no way that thing's reaching the end. The problem is the Samarine boss fight. The Samarine boss fight, it just would not beat. The Samarine boss fight, that would make the playthrough impossible. You just simply can't beat the Samarine boss fight with Snow. Even if you're at level 100, I don't think you can beat the Samarine boss fight. It does, because people just... If you have a Scorching Skin Crackalola, you just switch it into any melee attacker and you're good. If you're facing one, you have to raise your IQ, because if you attack the Crackalola and get Scorching Skin, you're screwed. But if you don't do any damage to it, so it stays at full health. I mean, you could poison it, and status conditions are usually the way to beat Crackalola, especially the Soul Burst ones. But the thing is that they usually run Crackalola with either Wonder Herb Lumions or with Soul Burst Celestine, so Soul Burst Celestine can clear them. They usually run Soul Burst Crackalola and Soul Burst Celestine together. Crack is not a Venusaur answer. Venusaur hits hard. Oh, I'll catch this one. Okay. Well, I might as well catch this Dusket, because guess what? I'm gonna catch this Dusket because it's at the end of my pity. It's at the end of my pity. I agree with you, Corey. You can't rely on that. Like, that's not something you should have to rely on. Zip zap. I feel like doubles Bane of Haste would be really good. Oh, yeah, it would. Bane of Haste would be really good in doubles. Yep. Yeah, Venusaur can decimate Crack. Especially with a Primal Slash. Yeah, it doesn't counter that. You can just use a Fire-type move. The Oko Ferrothorn. There you go. Now the Dusket's low. The good thing about Duskets is that Duskets are actually relatively easier to catch compared to other roamers. Alright. Mental Disc. After this, I'll heal my Lumions, and then I'll go back. I'll do another 15 minutes. I just praised you for being an easy roamer to catch. The soft resettable roamers are always the hardest ones to catch. Boom. Boom. There we go. Second try. Let's heal my Lumions. And we'll do another 15 minutes. There we go. Silver Sea Drake, and it gets Anomaly, but all stat boosts are always positive. Wow. They were trying to make Sea Drake OP. So I got another Halloween Dusket, so that's cool. If you were a Lumion in LO, what do you think your ability would be? I would be a light... I think I would be a light brawler type. I would be a light brawler type that is relatively slow. I don't know. I would be a slow light brawler that has good melee attack, low energy, but relatively bulky and hits pretty hard. And my ability would be Clutch, probably. Clutch. Either Clutch, Berserk, or... Yeah, Clutch, Berserk. And what would my third... What would my secret ability be? I'd be a Light Brawler. Light Brawler with Clutch and Berserk as my normal abilities. What would my secret ability be? Foresight, even though I have no Mind-type moves. No, it wouldn't be Foresight. What would it be? I gotta think of an SA. Or maybe I could just make Clutch the normal ability and Berserk its secret ability. I could do that. That would be me in LO, probably. Oh, yeah, yeah, that would be cool to add in the game, Corey. If I was a Lumion in LO, I would be a Metal/Ice type with the ability to Chill, Overclock, and Sugar Rush. Nope, you would lose Chill for Shakedown. Shakedowns... I want Shakedown back on Sherbot so badly. I want Sherbot to lose Chill and gain Shakedown. I want my Shakedown... I want my fast, zip-zapping Shakedown Lumion. Cycle Slap Joshua would go hard. I think your SA would be Brute Force. Oh yeah, Brute Force is not a bad one. I don't think it would ever be Ran, though, because I would run Berserk. And I think Berserk makes a lot of sense after watching that Munchwheel showcase that absolutely flopped. That Munchwheel showcase was... Oh man, that Munchwheel showcase. That was another disaster. Nah, I wouldn't be Heavy Fist. The reason why I'm a brawler type because I am kind of buff. And I used to play football and baseball, so I am kind of buff. And the reason why I'm a light type is because, I don't know, I like Geklo, light type, and I also feel like I am pretty positive for the most part, so light just makes a lot of sense. So light brawler would be my type. Clutch because I'm clutch sometimes, and Berserk because I go Berserk when a Lumion doesn't perform. What did you get, Sherbot PvP? I'm not falling for it. Tell me the find and then I'll overreact. I would be a Plant Toxic type with Devious, Brain Burn. To be fair, I don't do weight... I used to do weightlifting a little bit, but I don't do that anymore. Maybe I shouldn't be a brawler then. But then again, I used to play the O-line, but I don't anymore. I am kind of a big dude. I am kind of a big dude in real life, so... Yeah, right, Sherbot PvP. I doubt it. If that was a... You would react a lot. Sherbot PvP, you would react a lot more. You would go... You would be screaming at the top of your lungs. You would be like, dub, dub. You would spam W's in the chat. Oh, yeah. Alpha Halloween Kabunga, my favorite. So yeah, that's why I would be slow, even though I am a brawler in light. So I would be I'd be around the 80 speed tier range, I would say. Maybe 70 or 80 speed. And my stamina isn't that good, so I would say maybe like 70 to 80 energy. But my health I'd be relatively bulky, and I would hit decently hard. I would have like 115 melee attack with like 110 HP. And then my bulk would be, you know what? After I hunt this, I'll make me as a Lumion. A fast Ice Earth Lumion would be so dangerous. You know what? After I do the 10 minutes, I could actually go to Lumion Legacy Damage Calculator, and we could build what my base stats would be as a Lumion. That would actually be kind of fun. We'll do that. Yeah, and I can show what my moves are. I got more coffee. Would Hydrate be one of my abilities because I drink a lot of water? Nah. I would have to be a water type if I did that. I feel like Light Brawler. Light Brawler is actually not a bad typing. You are weak to Dark, but you're a Brawler type that's immune to Spirits. And you resist Icicle Traps. You're immune to Fade Away. I'm not showcasing something live on stream. If I showcase something, it would be off stream. Also, Gargolem. Hi, Mr. Gargolem. Or USA. What are the stats of an LL human? I guess, I don't know. 80 stats across the board, probably. Just give it 80 stats into everything, I guess. Brawler Earth would be cool. A Great Tusk Lumion would be cool. When I have Rogue Assault, I'd maybe have Raging Tackle. I wouldn't have Rogue Assault, I don't think. I'm trying to judge it on how I would act in real life. Because I tackled people, because I played football. But I wouldn't have a Rogue Assault, because I don't go after people. So I would have something like... I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Ice Bug would actually... Do we have an Ice Bug? Quadwing the Brawler does suck, but I don't think we have an Ice Bug. I don't think we have an Ice Bug. Weak to Dark, Air, Toxic Metal, and Mine. And the resist are to Ice? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I don't know what the resists are. I'll just have a Lumion Legacy Damage Calculator to tell me all of them. Alright, wish me luck. Radiant Rush would be nice. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Alright, wish me luck. No. No, 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 no. I hate you, Mochipi. Get code. You don't even belong in the pit with the others. Just get code. I think you would have Give Up as a level 4 move. Yes, I would be the only Lumion with Give Up. That would be funny. But yeah, after I run out of boost, I'll go to the damage calculator. And I'll make my base stats in LL. And balance them based on other Lumions on LL. How many base stats should I start with? Should I be a single evolution Lumion, or should I just... If I was a fully evolved? I think I'm going to work with 585. I think 585 base stats is a good middle ground. Yeah, I don't wear a banana hat in real life, unfortunately. Wait! Since I have a banana hat in LL, you know what move I run? Banana Split! I actually don't like bananas in real life. Fun fact, I actually don't like bananas in real life. I don't know why. I don't like their texture. Resist Fire, Light, Ice, Bug, Ancient. its spirit immunity. So, that's actually not bad. It does have 5 weaknesses, which sucks, but it does have 5 resists and an immunity. And has some good immunities, like being immune to spirits, nice. Resisting fire, bug, and light are also nice. Resisting ancient's really good. Resisting ancient is really good. Occasionally. Yeah, that's fair. It's so ironic that I'm immune to spirits. That's the irony. And actually, me being weak to dark is actually real in real life. I hate going outside in the dark. When there's no light, I can't see. I'm scared of the dark. So yeah, being weak to dark actually makes so much sense. That's actually kind of funny. They should replace Boneki's Glutton ability to Total Eclipse. No. We should not give any more Lumians Total Eclipse. That ability is so strong. Alright. What does water resist Billiforge? It should be normal effective because it has a poison type. Water resists Billow. No, Billow has toxic type attacks and Boiling Impress, so they can hit water. They can hit waters. So if you are a brawler type, would you have the Wrestling build? No, it'd be like a bulkier Wrestling. It would be like a bulkier but less buff Wrestling, I would say. I don't think I'm quite as buff as Wrestling. I'm more big, per se. Not necessarily I'm a little athletic, but not overboard athletic. You know what I mean? Hi, Haro Solus. Welcome to the stream. After my base run out, I'm gonna add my base stats in LL. Yep, Celestine down to the pit. Here's Mochibi. I texted Daddy, hasn't responded yet, which is interesting. He hasn't responded. That's frustrating. What did he find? I'm still not falling for it, but what did he find? Yeah, it would be a good type, both offensively and defensively, actually. It would be good on both sides. It wouldn't be an amazing type, but it has some good stuff. No way. Corrupt S.A. Nakuda, really? Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That is so unfortunate. All-seeing, maybe as SA. I mean, I guess that's fair, but I think if I go for Clutch as my normal ability, and Berserk is my secret ability, that could work. Clutch so I could stay alive for a turn, although I don't think I would be a good Clutch Lumian because I have a little more bulk. Oh, you didn't find that. Oh, that's okay. What is the most broken Lumian you can get in experimental and dream teams? Honestly, right? How about Gargolima? What's a fast ice type Lumian that can run Ace and Snow Dozer? That could be fun, actually. Or how about Gargolima attack with with specialty boots? Sharp focus Snow Dozer with specialty boots. That would be the funniest set of all time. Or specialization Snow Dozer on Gargolima attack. Then all seeing a second for doing the reads in PvP. The thing is this, I don't do the best read. I know what my opponent's going to do, but I don't risk the read. It's like, I read what my opponent could do, but I always play the safe option. I don't just play on how my opponent plays, I play on how I want to play too. Ace Gianta with Snow Dozer could be fun for experimental. Alright. This Could be the last LL stream when it comes to Trick or Treat. If I do stream LL again, it will probably be a PvP. I'll probably be building a team. I didn't do Boot Shanta, actually. I did Power Cuffs, Brawn Boost, Light Dash, and very nimble Brawn Boost. But I didn't do Boots. Ace Quesadilla without an order would be so freaking strong. Oh my gosh. That thing would actually be so strong, especially if it had a coverage move to hit Lumi. Oh! It's an experimental! You give it Deep Freeze! Oh my god, that thing could be so strong. Holy crap. 3 more. If I get lucky. 2 more. Festive Spirit Weaselin with Raging Howl. I have to do more experimental battles. We can maybe have like a hack... A balanced Hackmons format would be funny. Alright. Last encounter of the stream is... I mean, a Wildile. I mean, that's a Wildile, so that's not bad. Alright. So let's get off of LL. I mean, I could maybe stay on LL, but I have an idea. Okay, okay. Put this behind. Black Screen Simulator has returned for a second. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's get the damage calculator out. Damage calculator. And let's get the Lumion Legacy type chart out. Oh wow, my computer's lagging. Hold on. Lumion Legacy type chart. Type LL. Alright. So this is what a light brawler would look like in LL. So that's what a light brawler would look like, if y'all are curious. So 5 weaknesses. Weak to dark, air, toxic, metal, mind. Resistance to fire, light, ice, bug, and ancient. And an immunity to spirit. So being weak to dark makes sense, because I'm a light type. Weak to air, that makes sense. Being weak to toxic, yeah, I can get poisoned. Metal, yeah. And mind, being weak to mind doesn't feel right, but I guess I can roll with it. Fire, light, ice, bug. I hate bugs, I squish them. Ancient, I don't like the pass, so yeah. Ice, I can handle the cold, I can handle the heat. And other light types are friends. Spirit, I'm immune to. Alright. That's actually not bad. Now we're into now we're into damage count. So, let's have... We're going to use Cosmillion as a middle ground. So Cosmillion has 100 base stats, so if there was a normal human in LL would be these base stats, probably. Actually, no, a normal human would be like this. Nah... This would be the average human in LL. Base stats of 80s and 70s across the board. Yeah, it could be a good type both offensively and defensively, which is good. Now, we'll just do it with 80-80. That'll make it easier. Okay. In my version, I would be a light brawler type. Okay. So... I want to use a Lumion with 585 base stats. So 585 base stats is kind of like to go. I have Pyrolin on the right. I was doing some damage calcs earlier. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Actually, we could just do this. Yeah, let's reduce the base stats to humans. We'll do it to 75. 75 will be the perfect balance. And since humans are first of all the Lumions, yeah. 75. There we go. Those are the base stats for humans. And humans are pure simple. So I gotta build my base stats off from here. So. Okay. I would have a lot of HP because I am pretty bulky. So 100... I think I would have 105 health. I'm making me an LL. Out of 81 energy, I'm not high, but not bad either. Melee attack would be 111. 111. I'm not good with ranged stuff, so this would be down to 58, I would say. And I'm not good. I played up the grid of the line, so I'd be a little bit melee defense. Range defense would be a little lower. And I think, yeah. That would be me in LL, probably. If I was in LL, these would be my base stats. Those would be my base stats in LL. And then the ability would be... How hard would a Berserk me hit? So yeah, these are my base stats if I was in LL. I would be a melee defensive Lumion with a middling speed stat. I have a feeling melee attack would be like 16, but with a unique gimmick to be able to wield weapons. I don't like guns, so that's why my ranged attack's lower. Although I can throw stuff, so it's not terrible. Okay. So those are my base stats as a Lumion. The main moves I would probably run is Radiant Rush. Radiant Rush and Light Dash. Would I even run Light Dash is the thing? Probably. I dash sometimes. Alright. I guess compared to creatures, that's fair. Oh! Yeah! Vital Jab, yep, that's a great move. Vital Jab, in my setup, I wouldn't run Bulk Up. So what does Bulk Up? What does those other moves do, actually? Let me check. What does those other moves do? So... Bulk Up. I don't boost my melee defense too well. Sharpen. So, okay. Okay, so I feel like... Do I just run Light Brawler? What would my coverage move of choice be? Not Slap Down. I don't slap people. What is a move that would make sense for my character? Shadow Sprint. Wait, replace Pyrolin with Wrestling and compare it. So there's Wrestling's base stats. Oh my god, they're actually almost the same, except that thing gets harder. I'm pretty much outclassed by Wrestling, but I have a different type. Should I even have priority? I don't know. I have Vital Jab with Berserk. So no item will boost my... So I would have no item to boost me. I don't want to be too strong. So what is something that Light Brawler would not hit? Brawler doesn't hit Spirit. I would not hit Marafe. Marafe would wall me. That makes sense. Yeah, I can get Flash and Flay, yeah. I would have Flash and Flay. Don't know if I would use it, but I would have it. I mean, I am slow in real life. I am a little slower. So yeah, it makes sense. I'm building this like if I'm a Lumion. If I was in the game. Yeah, the item would be restrictive because you have Berserk. I use armor because it doesn't really matter what item I use. I know, sat on by Lumi. Although I have Vital Jab. What if I run something like Brawn? What would Brawn boost you? I don't lift weights is the thing. So I don't want to give myself Brawn boost. I want a setup move, but Brawn Boost is not it. And Sharpen, I'm not sharpening my fists. Oh, I can't even use it with Berserk anyway, yeah. Yeah, sat by Illuminami, unfortunately. I can't use Slap Down. I do get enraged sometimes, so fire... Fire doesn't make sense for me. I don't have any fire on me. Oh! Oh, I know the last move. There we go. Raging Tackle. Raging Tackle actually hits harder than Vital Jab. That's funny. And Radiant Rush. The Radiant Rush hits a little harder. There we go. Raging Tackle. Yep, Raging Tackle would be my last move. Walled by Barafe. Walled by Lumi. Walled by Lachette too, yeah. Offensively, it's not great. But Raging Tackle does hit pretty hard. What if I ran very brawny 200? How would this do against some of the meta? I'd run 200 speed, outspeed stuff. And then I'd run... If I was a Lumion... I'd probably run this if I was a Lumion. If I was building sets. Yeah. 32. This would be 68. Yeah. That would be the set I would run on myself, probably. I don't know what my rally moves are. That I don't know about. So yep, I can't beat the fat fish, and I can't beat the tree. Unfortunately. Like dash wouldn't be my only move I could run. I could run something like Dazzling No, Dazzling Barrage doesn't really make sense. I don't know what other move I would run over these three. I know we are. Well, how does it do against some of the meta? So, Vital Jab hits... I can heal with Vital Jab, yeah. This is where the problems start. Already? Let's do this! Let's see! Let's look at how good I do versus Lumi. Let's look at this. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's do this. We don't need the ability, we just need restrictive armor. Hey, it's a 4-hit KO! But I recoil myself. 5 possible 4-hit KO with Vital Jab. So there's that. I don't make ice, though. I don't generate ice. It doesn't make sense for me to generate ice. I walk in grass, but I'm not necessarily, you know... I can't use grass-type moves. No, not Solar Punch. 566 would be low. I'm just using 585 as a balance point. That's what a lot of the Lumions are in this game, as a balance. Yeah. How does it do against some of the others? I can't even Oko Tata unless it's that. I can Oko Valkyrie and outspeed it. Vesperatio I'd beat. Himber, it would be 2 hits. But I can... I'm not bad versus Himber, though. How am I versus Zulong? I'm okay versus Zulong. But I can Light Dash it for a lot of damage. I wouldn't be able to hit Eclipse too well, but I have Vital Jab for it. I know, I'd be an NU Lumion. Like, the thing is, I'm not the most... I'm just building what my base stats would be in real life. Not on what it would be. If I wanted to make me good, I would just give myself 999 stats across the board. But I need to make what I would probably be in real life. In real life, I would be an NU Lumion. I wouldn't be bad versus Sumo Beetle, surprisingly. How am I versus the Lachette? I'm weak to Slapdown is the problem. Yeah, I would not fare well versus the Tree. There's not even a point to show that. I'm not good versus Tree. I know, this is all with Berserk. I mean, I could Fungus Curse it, fair. Yeah, I'm not a very good Lumion in LL. But yeah, that is me in LL if y'all are curious. Not the best Lumion. I would definitely be in RU or NU. But hey, just me being in LL would be cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm gonna have to go. Also, Dust gets stuck. Now it's back with me. And yeah. Jamie's base stats. I don't know. I don't think Jamie would have 5 speed. He would have like 45 speed, probably. Yep, I would get along with Ventation and Dusket. Even though I can't really hit them. But hey, that's besides the point. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!